YouTube, bro, what are you doing? This is really bad. I understand there's a lot of creators that have complained about this, but there are certain aspects of these new changes that I don't think, well, I'm just confused why YouTube is rolling out with this without considering like a huge part of the YouTube community. Okay, let's just back up. It's about the mid-roll ad change. If you didn't know, the way creators make money is by the ads that play before the video. However, there are also ads in the middle of the video. You might have seen it. I see it occasionally when I'm not logged into I do have YouTube Premium, but I don't always use that account that has YouTube Premium. I think YouTube Premium is actually still pretty good because I like to close my phone occasionally. But when I'm not using YouTube Premium, there's occasionally annoying ads that pop up in the middle of the video. They're annoying, but at the same time, creators need that because, well, especially nowadays with the weird, there's like a weird thing going on with ads. I think part of the reason is like the looming recession. People don't have a lot of money. Creators are relying on those mid-roll ads more than ever with the economy somewhat kind of sluggish right now. Here's the thing. There's this new update. It's not even an update. Let me back up. This has been going on for God knows. We don't even know how long YouTube has not been actively showing mid-roll ads for creators. Maybe 2 years, 3 years. I mean, that's my guess. Maybe like 1 or 2 years, to be honest. So basically, this entire time, I will input a mid-roll ad manually. Whatever, at 2 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever. I've actually been doing that for years. Well, recently there was an update, I think back in like February or March, where they're like, hey, we know you put this mid-roll ad inside of the video, but we're not going to show that. Okay, thanks, I guess. But they did. Then YouTube came out and said, hey, we've been doing that this whole time. We're just now letting you know about it. Oh, that makes it so much better. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So they haven't been showing mid-roll ads, and now there's this new algorithm that is apparently supposed to be able to find better places for you to put mid-roll ads. Here's the thing. I don't mind that. The AI is, I guess, fine. The problem is that when you make highly edited content, you're not able to put mid-roll ads just in general. And that really sucks. Whether it's the AI looking for spots to put mid-roll ads in videos, or if it's me like manually placing it, the system is having a really hard time, especially with the way I edit it. I edit my videos, and there's still so many creators that are like highly edited. We like to optimize for. I've just always enjoyed YouTube because of the editing part. So, but now, usually, first of all, when you edit, it costs more money. Sometimes you need editors if you're not doing it yourself. Well, you're not getting paid as much because YouTube is unable to find mid-roll ads in your videos. So there's this really weird thing that's happening where like YouTube is incentivizing worse content in a weird way. In my opinion, and that's not surprising in a world with TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Reels, because it's very clear to me that YouTube for a while now has been really just prioritizing long-form content, specifically podcasts. At this point, it's just all about podcasts because they're not able to compete with videos for sure under 60 seconds. I mean, those got completely killed overnight. I would argue anything at 10 minutes too is just done because now TikTok allows like 10-minute videos. So they're competing for more and more time and eyes. So YouTube is they really have to incentivize creators to do like 40-minute videos now. And 10 minute to 20 minutes, you got to start hitting 30 minutes. And that's really hard to do highly edited content that's like very optimized for the Gen Z attention span. I have a Gen Z attention span, but that's why I love to edit videos. So unfortunately, like I'm now having to choose between like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to be able to edit videos anymore because I just can't make money back on those videos. I can't like put in a couple mid-roll ads to make like, 1.5 times the profit that I would have otherwise. So it's a weird situation. And I saw another creator on here talk about it, like who also makes like more edited gameplay content. And it's just weird to see the platform push us for quantity, essentially quantity over quality. I mean, that's kind of the space that we're in. Now, I get that YouTube is a business and YouTube is just trying to survive right now. To be honest, I think they're a little bit concerned about the new landscape of influencers and mainly the big rival TikTok. I think they're a little bit worried. But man, it just feels like this website is changing so much. Yeah, I mean, content like this is fine, and I like to have like kind of long 10-minute unedited, content now, but it really sucks because it is actively pushing me to maybe edit less. And that's the thing that pulled me into YouTube. I mean, when I first started doing YouTube, I made this joke to my editor, Frank. When I first started doing YouTube, I was making like kind of long form, unedited content. Long form Let's Plays, essentially. There'd be like one edit. I would talk to the camera, and then I would switch over to gameplay, and that was it. And I would make like 30-minute to 20-minute episodes. And I started to really enjoy YouTube after I hit 100,000 subscribers because I was like, you know what? I achieved this goal. I got to this milestone that I've always wanted to get to. Who cares anymore? I'm just going to make content. But I did it in a way that I wasn't necessarily proud of. I wasn't proud of that old Let's Play content that was unedited. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to start editing my content. I'm going to start making stuff that I'm proud of. And it was like heavily edited. And that's what I like to do. That was fun to me. Luckily, that worked out and ended up paying off for me. But now we're living in a world again where it's like, oh, I have to go unedited again. I mean, you don't have to, but the algorithm is actively going to punish you because they want just watch time. They just want you to suck in people for as long as humanly possible, and just slightly edited content, not even heavily edited, but even slightly edited content is being hurt. Like a 2.5-hour podcast is probably going to look better in the eyes of YouTube than like a 1-hour freaking movie that drops. That's like the most incredible drop. I used to love those creators that would drop like 1-hour literal movies that are heavily edited and they're talking about some random niche topic, but I would get sucked into that. I loved those before eating. I would find videos like that. Those are my favorite videos to watch. But nowadays, that's not the case. So anyways, it's like, man, I might just go back to Let's Playing. I mean, that's literally the world we're living in, because when you do upload content like that, well, yeah, the algorithm can find plenty of spaces to throw mid-roll ads in. To be fair, their reason for this, YouTube's reason for this, is they have found algorithmically through the data that people do not like mid-roll ads, and I think that's obvious. No one likes mid-roll ads, but they especially don't like it when you place them in the middle of a sentence. And you know what? I get that. I kind of understand that. If there was an ad that pops up right now for Raycon or something like that, then that would be an annoying experience, and I would probably think about clicking away. So they're trying to fight that, but the issue is that you need to find a better algorithmic system for more edited content. Like, because there's only like 5 or 6 frames when I highly edit my gaming videos. It's so crazy. It's so frustrating. Like I will upload like a highly edited 25-minute gaming video that I'm really proud of, and then I'll load it into YouTube, look at, like where I can place some mid-roll ads, and the algorithm will find nothing. And then every time I place one manually, it'll be like, no, you can't put it there. You're going to have to move it. And again, this has been a system for a while, so thanks for revealing it to me now, but it's like, what are we going to do? I can kind of change my system around maybe with the main content, but for the gaming stuff, like, are we just supposed to actively put 1 second of silence randomly every minute or some crazy thing like that? I mean, that's kind of the point that I'm at. I think I'd rather do that than go back to Let's Play content, but it's like, is that really the thing that you're going to have us do? What's annoying is I feel like YouTube is going to eventually fix this in like 6 months to a year, maybe, where this like AI algorithm is going to be able to finally find the spots, find the cuts to allow a mid-roll ad. Like, I don't think it would be intrusive. There are mid-roll ads that you could put in my videos. And again, it's not even, here's the thing, I'm not even that highly edited. Some of my favorite content online is way more edited than me. And it's like, dang, I really hope they're able to find some spots because that content deserves to make a good amount of money, because that they deserve more. In my opinion, a 10-minute highly edited video deserves more money than like a giant podcast, that's like just an hour long and just like a long ramble. You know what I mean? Is that fair to say? I think there's a little bit more effort that goes into the editing, and more than likely there's a bigger team behind that. But who knows? There's teams behind podcasts. It all depends. But there's just a lot of podcast. If it's just like one guy that makes a podcast versus one guy that's making a highly edited YouTube video, I can guarantee that one dude probably put a little bit more effort in. So anyways, that's just frustrating. And they are really hurting the platform here with this one. I know that I'm not, I'm kind of just singing with the choir here. Everyone's talking about this, but this has actively hurt me. And it's like, dang, I don't want to be in a spot where I'm making worse videos, but the way the algorithm is incentivizing a lot of YouTubers right now, it's like, no, they want worse videos. And we're in a completely different world. A whole other aspect that I've been meaning to make a video about is like, bro, the amount of AI slop videos that's on YouTube is insane. It is insane the amount of AI slop that is being pushed. Specifically in my niche, I'm not sure if other people are really able to see it, but in the geography niche, in the history niche, bro, what is going on? Like, the slop is getting insane. And it's like, bro, YouTube, like, this is not good. This is a bad direction. I'm sure YouTube was banking on the fact that TikTok was going to get banned, and it looks like it's not going to get banned. And now we will be living in a time where like podcasts probably take over YouTube, and we go back to I can't believe I saying this, but like Let's Plays and like unedited stream archives and things like that. And hey, I have I love that. If you look at my algorithm right now, that's usually the stuff that I consume the most on YouTube nowadays. I'm part of the problem because I do consume TikTok. But it just feels weird that we're going to kill this like in between stuff. It makes me think of Hollywood, where Hollywood kind of killed the mid-budget movie. That's exactly what this feels like, where like, the big YouTube creators like Mr. Beast are going to be fine. But yeah, Hollywood lives in a time where there's like micro-budget movies that get made and like massive budget movies that get made. But then there's this in between where, there's like long-form podcasts and then like really huge Mr. Beasts that are going to be okay because they can edit and they just have a name and that's all right. But that's what this world's really feeling like.